You're Shia? All right. Just getting a bunch of these trolls here. Let's bring up Aries or Eris. Sorry, is that how do I say your name, bro?
Aris Marulakis.
Aris. Nice to meet you.
You,
Are you Muslim?
nice to meet you, bro.
Are you a Muslim?
Oh, yeah. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you a Muslim?
Okay, great. Basically, yes. Now, yes, but I was born in Serbia, in Christianity, Orthodox, and I'm living in Greece. So all around me are
So you
Christians.
you grew up Christian. You grew up in a Christian household around Christians, and then you
Yeah, I
converted.
was baptized. Yes, I was baptized in Kaona in Serbia, in one monastery, and now I'm living in Greece in Corfu Island. And yeah, I came to the Islam just by pure logic and reading, like without influences outside of influence. So how to
What
say
was
it?
the logic that led you to believe Islam was true?
Okay. So first of all, my English is not very good. So I mean, whatever I'm reading in Serbian language or in Greek. So for me, it's not easy to follow the verses and everything. But if we're gonna speak about pure logic, for me, like the Christian doctrine and all about the things about salvation and God's mercy, for me, that doesn't suit well, and there is no logical background to back up this.
So wait,
Neither
no logical
theological
background.
background, neither logical background. So
You said there's
if
no
you want,
logical background to back up what?
like that, you have to do to kill somebody innocent to forgive others people to go free for how to
Okay.
say.
So
So it's
just
well,
like
it's
I was showing,
logically not consistent, like with logic. Like you cannot base your righteousness on unrighteous actions, so like on injustice.
okay, so I'm gonna bring you to the same thing I showed the previous guest. Okay. See, if you're saying that there's
Okay.
no logic in that, in killing someone else for the sins of another, right, or punishing someone else for the sins of another,
Yeah.
in Islam, it has this teaching. Okay, in Islam, so let me just show
Yep.
you. Sahih Muslim 2767a. It says Abu Musa reported that Allah's messenger said, when it will be the day of resurrection, Allah would deliver to every Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian and say, that is your rescue from hellfire. So the Muslims deserve to go to hell, but they're going to be replaced by a Jew and a Christian in their stead so that they can go to paradise.
No, that is not the teaching of Islam. This is not the teaching of of the Prophet Muhammad.
But it
So
is.
you have one hadith, okay, but you have to read
I have
whole
multiple.
books about the topic. You're like and the whole Quran.
Brother, I
So
have multiple.
you cannot be saved as a Muslim. You can be saved as a Muslim, uh, except if the God's mercy go up to you. So
But
it's not
obviously that
about like some other Jews or Christian go and be redeemed by you.
obviously, my brother, obviously that's not true because Muhammad said here in the authentic hadith, he
Yep.
said that it's the Jew and the Christian that's going to be your salvation.
No, but okay. So look, you have one hadith. Okay, you have one,
I have
and
multiple.
no, but you have in the Sahih Bukhari and Muslim, you
Uh-huh.
have a whole books about this topic, and you have whole Quran, which is the primary source of information, and there you have clear who is going to go to the heaven and who is going to go to the hellfire, and how this thing is work. So you have clearly stated in Quran that nobody will pay for others' sins. So it's
Oh,
clearly in the Quran.
you even have in the Quran, it says that people will pay for other people's sins if they misled them.
No, it's not other people's sins. So if I mislead you, I have if I mislead you, so I will pay for that my deed, bad deed. So I mislead
Nope.
people,
The
so I
Quran
have.
says, My brother, the Quran says,
Where?
it says in chapter 16, verse 20.
Okay, read me the verse so I can understand.
Yeah, well, before we get there, because I
Yep.
will get there in a second.
Yep.
This right here, we can't reject this. That what I'm showing you on the screen.
Yeah, but there is a context, my friend. So look,
Yeah, the context is the day of resurrection. It's the day of
yeah,
judgment.
but there is a book with the multiple hadith and multiple stories and multiple
And none of
narrations
it,
about.
none of it helps you here.
No, you bring me one verse, one
Do you
hadith,
want to?
basically.
I'll show you. Look, here's another one.
Okay.
Here's another one. No Muslim would die, but Allah would admit in his stead a Jew or a Christian in hellfire. Umar took an oath by one besides whom there is no God, but he, three times, that his father had narrated that to him from Allah's messenger. So he narrated it 3 times from Muhammad.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what you want to point with this? So you want to say that the teaching of Islam on the Quran is that no Muslim can be saved except the Jews or Christians die for them.
That's
Is
what it
this
said.
is this your understanding of Islam?
This is one of the ways. There's actually quite a few ways that in Islam it describes how a Muslim would be saved.
And you pick this one, like this hadith, you pick this one like the main like
It's one of
main
them.
way
It's
of
one of
salvation, and this is the teachings of the Quran, basically.
It's one of them. It's one of the main ways.
But I told you again, this narration clearly contradicts what Quran says about the day of resurrection, about the Muslims, about
Oh, it doesn't.
the how the things is going on with the judgment day. So
But it doesn't.
okay, my is, for example, okay, imagine that you are Muslim, and you have
No, astaghfirullah.
okay. So okay, now I will say like this: you have the primary source Quran, and if something is not in line with this Quran, maybe I don't have a knowledge I don't have the context of all other hadith, so I can understand what is going on. I don't have the context of all these stories. I don't know when is this narrated, at what time, and about what occasion. So I don't know these things, and maybe because I don't know, from my perspective, maybe it's contradiction with what the Quran is teaching. Okay, you understand my
But
position.
it's not.
So
I know.
okay,
It's not.
okay, if you prove me from the Quran that these claims can be supported from the Quran, so then we can say that this is the main teaching of Islam, so that all Muslims should believe that they're gonna be saved in that way, that all Christians and Jews is going to come and to pay for them, basically, on the day of judgment. But this is completely not the teaching of the Quran, because you have a
Are you
clear
Quran
verses from the
alone?
Quran. Huh?
Are you Quran alone?
No. I believe in hadith. I believe, but look. This thing about the hadith. It's like you have like a river of hadith. Like it's like more than 10,000.
Yeah, but and some are authentic, and then some are
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Some are authentic, but still,
What I'm showing
if you,
what I'm showing you are the authentic
yeah, I
hadith.
know Muslim hadith. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
I'm aware of that. But I tell you
yeah.
again, like I don't have a knowledge to go in these hadiths and
That's fine, brother. I'm not
to
asking you to get.
understand them in the best way.
All
So,
right,
but
all right,
I know the rule. So
all
I
right,
will tell you the rule.
all right.
The
So
rule
listen,
in Islam is like
Arish, you're not listening, bro.
sorry.
Look, I don't need you to give or to try to give an explanation for this if you don't have one. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? You just probably, like, is this the first time you saw this hadith?
No, I know for
You seen this hadith before?
yeah. I saw, because they're all the time they're broughting this up against the Islam. Like this
Okay,
is
all
like
right.
the
So you
argument
seen the hadith
for,
before? Okay.
yeah.
Well, all right, no worries. But not having if you don't have an explanation for it, that's fine. Like, if you're honest about that, I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, though, is that this is in your most authentic sources. You can't reject it. And if you're rejecting Christianity off the basis that it was illogical for someone to be punished for the sins of another, then you have to apply the same thing to Islam, because Islam teaches that Jews and Christians are being punished for the sin.
That is not the teaching of the Islam that I am trying to explain to you. Like it's silly to say that this is the teaching of Islam, because you find one hadith and then you negate 99% of other hadiths and the verses
I didn't
and
show
the
you one
chapters of
hadith.
the
I
Quran.
showed you two. Do you want me to show you a third?
Show me. I want to see.
Okay, so I showed you two, right?
Yeah, show me.
Showed you this one. That's one.
I want to see. Yeah, no problem.
Here's two. Here's a third one. It says,
Yeah.
there would come people amongst the Muslims on the day of resurrection with as heavy sins as a mountain.
I know this hadith. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And Allah would forgive them, and He would place in their stead the Jews and the Christians.
Yeah, but look, there is nothing about Allah or God is forgiving me, killing or sending Jews and Christians to the hellfire.
It's right here. What are you talking about, Habibi? And Allah would forgive them, and He would place in their
yes.
stead.
So He will forgive me, and on my place He will put somebody else who deserves the punishment.
The question is, how does He forgive you? How?
By His mercy. His mercy.
Oh, okay. How does He show you mercy?
Because like you are showing mercy to your child, for example.
No, brother. According to this hadith, it's telling you how He shows you mercy. How, according to the hadith, does Allah show the Muslims mercy?
No, it's not saying that this is the showing of any mercy here. I don't see any mercy. It states that the God will forgive, but not all Muslims, anyways. Like,
come on, man. What we doing here, Aris?
Yeah, my friend.
Aris.
Hey, I'm here, still here.
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay. Let's finish with this. Okay.
Yes.
My position and my perspective of this is that this is not the teaching of Islam. One. The second thing is here is not.
How can you say this is not the teaching of
Islam?
No,
because
Muslim.
Yeah, but this here you don't have anything that says to you that the mercy of God is in that the mercy is putting somebody else in hellfire.
Let me put it. Let me give you an analogy.
Yeah, give me an analogy, please. Maybe it's easier for me.
All right. So let's say this king has a village and he has a law against stealing. Right? Stealing is 1,000 lashes. Okay, in this analogy.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. All right. The king's son steals. He steals. He gets caught, and they tied him to a pole. Right.
Yep.
Okay. But instead of the king's son getting 1,000 lashes, the king unties the son, and he ties himself to the pole to receive the 1,000 lashes. Is that mercy to the son?
Wait a second. I lost you somewhere in the middle. Apologize, because I was trying to find the verse. Like,
just let me know when you're ready, man, so I can, because I don't want to waste my breath.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Yeah, everyone will bear the consequences of what he does, and no one shall bear the burden of another.
And there's a contradiction. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. But
okay,
so focus on the analogy that I'm giving you.
Okay, let's back. So this is the verse from the Quran.
I'm trying to give you an analogy, Iris. I feel like
okay.
Can I give you an analogy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just starting over. There's a king of a village. The law against stealing, 1,000 lashes.
Yeah.
The king's son steals. So villagers tied him to a pole and got ready to lash him.
Okay.
But what the king does instead, he unties the son and he ties himself to the pole to receive the 1,000 lashes in his stead. Is that showing mercy towards the son?
Is that showing the mercy towards the son?
Mm-hmm.
If it's the sin against, so like if the sin against the king, and the king wants to put himself to be led, hit by this. Okay, it's not. It's like the mercy. Yeah, some kind of mercy. Yes.
Is it mercy?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So, same thing, just a little different.
Yeah.
The Muslims here, they have heavy sins. They committed crimes against God, and their sins are deserving of hellfire. They're going to hell. But Allah forgives them, and instead of them going to hell and being punished for those sins that are as heavy as a mountain, He places in their stead the Jews and the Christians. So the Muslims are escaping their punishment for their sins. They're escaping hellfire. Isn't that Allah showing mercy to the Muslims?
No, in that manner that you want to ascribe. Look, bro. I want to look the hadith. Look,
that's where it is, Aris.
No.
When we can't be honest with each other in these conversations.
Why this is because you're neglecting 99.9% of
when you can't be honest in the conversation.
No, I will be honest with you, but you don't want to be honest with me.
Please stop. This is where, this type of energy changes, because now I have to treat you like a dishonest person, which I don't want to do. I want you to be honest with me in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm honest with you. Okay, so you want to tell me, so you want for me answer that I want to you that this is the mercy of
I just want you to be honest. You are able to admit that the king taking on the lashes in the stead of his son is mercy towards the son because he escaped the lashes.
Okay.
But with the Muslims, Allah in their places Jews and Christians in their stead, so that the Muslims escapes punishment and hellfire.
No, but in this analogy,
mercy towards the Muslim.
In that analogy, Allah should go to the hellfire, not Jews and Muslims, because king goes and takes the lashes. So Allah is the king, and he has to go to the hellfire. I don't get you.
Would it be logical if Allah wanted to, and He's the one who took the lashes or took the punishment of their sins? Would that be like? Would there be anything logically wrong with that?
Of course. Because like the God is.
I don't want to cut you off, but thanks for coming. That's it.
No, sorry.
Thanks for coming. Exactly, guys. Exactly. He made a case for Jesus, and he didn't know it until I asked him the question. And he realized that he got caught and then had to be dishonest again. He said that the analogy would make more sense if Allah himself came and took the lashes. That Allah himself comes and takes on the sins for the Muslims. Then it would be mercy. Doesn't that sound familiar, guys? God himself coming to us to take on the punishment that we deserve in our place so that we receive the mercy and the grace of God, all who believe in him. So the very reason he rejected Christianity, he also made a case for it. Alhamdulillah, Yeshua.